Sem tua graça, what you really be with. Fala galera, tranquilo, quem fala com vocês é o Luan e vamos voltando aqui com Alan Wake Remastered. Vamos continuar aqui nosso aquecimento, vou jogando pela primeira vez esse jogo, né, que eu já ouvi muito falar. E agora estamos também fazendo um aquecimento para o 2, que vai ser semana que vem. Começamos ontem, vamos continuar aqui nossa jornada aqui com um Alan Wake, bora.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Fala, Chamu. Vamos lá.
She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when
Valeu.
I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was
What?
the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story,
Alian.
bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Sim, pô. Beleza, brother, beleza. Tá falando pra caraca. Fala, você não acredita em mim, mano? Beleza, mano. Se você não acredita em mim, mano, fica tranquilo, entendeu? Eu não preciso não que o meu melhor amigo não acredite em mim quando eu falo que eu atirei nos caras maluco e o corpo dele sumiu. Eu não preciso que você acredite em mim. Você acreditar em mim ou não, meu filho.
I'm almost done.
Whatever, man.
You right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake, I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Beleza. Pô, que maneiro, cara. Eu também toco o teclado na igreja.
Done here.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean,
Ah, mano, fica quieto na tua aí.
you gotta understand how crazy all this sounds.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Pega as chaves e vai para o carro, beleza.
Trouble finding it. Just
Fala, estoque.
Trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out? It's working. Haha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there.
Meu irmão, fica na tua que eu não tô afim de brincadeira. Tá ligado? Fica na tua.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al?
Au!
We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill us!
Au!
This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful
Eita.
with the
Oi,
names,
Ian.
Al.
Ou eu tô fazendo live... Eu faço live de tarde, praticamente todo dia, e à noite.
Deliverance all over again.
É só ativar a notificação aí. Se não tiver aparecendo notificação pra tu...
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy. God knows. This is so not worth a
Se desinscreve e inscreve de novo pra ver se isso resolve.
You want to know where you can shove that flashlight?
Lock the door when I leave.
Yep, you go ahead and do what you have to do. I'll be fine. Alone,
Galera,
fine.
palavra secreta.
Straight from a hard...
ES. ES, tá? ES. Vamos pegar a pilha.
Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you...
Ih, escuridão.
Or until I get eaten by a grue.
Tá bom, como que eu saio daqui? Descer aqui na porta aqui, né? Beleza! Ah, ó, é 10 horas normalmente que eu entro na live de à noite.
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be
E
every step of the way, Al.
de dia não, tá sendo 4 horas. Vamos ver.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Ok, se você tá falando.
I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Coroca, moleque. Um sustinho aqui de leve aqui. Aquele sustinho de leve. Tá na casa dos outros, mano. Não deveria entrar não, né? Aí. Pelo menos não roubei negócio.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio.
Vamos pra isso aqui que deve dar ruim aqui em algum momento, hein? Ih! Ih! Corre! Ih, qual é, doidão? Ó, o lugar tem que ir pra lá. Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui. Meu Deus do céu, ai que susto, velho. Caraca.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
Valeu, Ian. O nome do jogo é Alan Wake.
Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
Sempre tem uma historinha aqui, cara. Eu só acho que não vou fazer por causa que eu não tô jogando esse jogo tão calmo como... Pô, mas essa história é legal de ver, mano.
Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
Meu Deus.
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Qual é, doidão? Cara, sabe qual é o interessante de Alan Wake? Eu não sei. Os outros falam que o 2 vai ser mais terror ainda, né? Ele tem momentos muito tensos. O som, a trilha sonora dele deixa ele bem intenso, mano.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Beleza. Vamos descer. Mais manuscrito.
The visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Eita, então a gente vai ser preso? O jogo fica dando spoiler, pô. E
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
caraca, moleque.
Anybody? Help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please help!
Bora, 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 bora.
Hello? Back here. I'm back here.
Caraca, mano, olha só.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
Caraca, mano. Esse não é o lugar que eu vim mais cedo? Alugar o chalé? Caraca, foi destruído total. Escritório. Então vai ficar onde? Do outro lado lá?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Isso mesmo.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Agora só morrer junto com alguém, pô. Entendeu? Tu ia morrer sozinho, agora tu vai morrer junto comigo. Tá, vamos ficar esperto, tá? Pode dar ruim.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing.
Caraca. Ele vai ser atacado e vai dar Beyblade. Ele não vai morrer, mas vai vir um machado e vai arrebentar tudo. A gente precisa ligar a energia.
I was too late.
Eita, o maluco meteu um machado.
There was no way to get the lights back on.
E morreu.
Rusty!
F. Rusty.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Toma.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Moleque, alguém?
Please! Don't feed the animals!
Ih, filho, já virou o cão já. Ui!
For those visitors who purchase a park fishing license, obey! Rusty, no! Never!
É o Rusty?
To bears and wolves, never approach any other wild pets must be leashed.
Caraca, Rusty. Tá brabo, hein?
To remove any
Vem pra cima, vem pra cima.
historical
Ui. Oh.
you may or even simple berries.
Aí sempre eu que mato os caras, pô. Toma. Ih, tá vindo mais. Ah, mano, eu esquivei. Ai! Toma. Toma, bobão. Ih. Ah, vou me curar, que bom. Caraca. Mano, esse jogo é muito tenso. Mais do que eu esperava ser. Mais do que eu esperava ser, tá? Bora descer. Opa, quem tá me ligando?
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
E deixa a luz ligada. Deixa a luz ligada, meu filho. O bagulho é doido.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Coitado do Rusty. Rusty foi de Halo. Rusty foi de Halo. Vamos lá. Vamos lá. Se você quer ver o futuro. Ih, a ponte vai ser sumida. Vai não.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Love's Peak é pra cá. E aqui tem o que aqui? O que tem aqui? Esquisito esse lugar, hein? Moonshine Cave. Opa. Opa. Tem um treazure aqui, hein, galera. Um treazure. Só isso que tem aqui? Nenhum inimigo? Show de bola. Você vir num lugar pegar um tesouro e não encontrar inimigo? Tá bom. Aí do nada começa. Vai e complica a minha vida. Aí me deixa triste. Vamos pra Love's Peak. E quebrar a luz, mano. Tava me apoiando nela. Pô, mas vocês estão brincando, velho. Corre, negão. Corre, maluco. Corre. Pega isso aí. Pega. Opa. Aí não, pô. Opa. Ele não corre. Ele não corre. Toma! Toma, meu filho, tá pensando o quê? Tá pensando que é assim fácil assim me matar, rapaz? Quem você pensa que é, rapaz? Vamos tentar chegar lá embaixo? Maybe. E wait, calma. Calm down. Calm down. Mano, pelo amor de Deus. Beleza. Tá escrito aqui? Para Bonheim, esse aberto de Douglas personagem alto. Alright. Ih! Ih! Opa! 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 Ai, meu Deus do céu, eu vou morrer. Ai, ele não corre, pô. Ele não corre, pô. Bicho não corre, pô. Cansa à toa. Chegamos na... Ai, pelo amor de Deus. Aí sim. Pensei que ia me sacanear, pô. Tá brincando comigo? Tá brincando comigo? Aí sim, moleque, bom.
Turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Pô, mano, você não quer que eu ligue? É só falar, entendeu? Você não precisa jogar um machado no telefone. The Taken... Tem alguma coisa aqui nessas pedras aqui, mano. Ah, brother, vai cagar, galera. Pelo amor de Deus, me deixa em paz. Me deixa em paz. Eu vou correr. Nossa, que isso? Ah, mano. O que me deu um golpe doido. Tá, apareceu os caras aqui. Ih. Qual é, doidão? Olha ele lá, ó. Ih. Vem, pô. Eles não são os brabos? Ih, tá vindo mais mesmo, ó. Pensando no que, rapaz? Que eu sou qualquer um? Sou qualquer um não, meu filho. Não é assim não. Não é assim que se resolve as coisas. Não resolve as coisas aqui onde eu moro desse jeito. Pô, mano, cadê o negócio da pedra? Tinha um surprise aqui. Tá, ok, vamos embora. Simbora que o bagulho é doido. Ó, uma luz! Será que vai apagar? Pode ser que apague. Eu não duvido não. Apagou não. Que maravilha, hein? Que alegria quando essa luz não apaga. Eu morro de felicidades quando eu vejo essa luz não se apagando. Pra cá não tem como ir por enquanto. Ih. Tá ventando? Não, não tá ventando, pô. Tô brincando, hein. Mano, tá nem ventando, hein. Aham. Ah, fizeram vários registros importantes no anel. Ué. Não é pra cá, não. Você quer pra cá. Ué, é pra cá? E como que eu faço aqui pra passar pra cá? Oh, entendi. Esqueci que ele pula. A chegada de Nightingale.
Didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch.
Ih, vão começar a me perseguir, mano. Nada a ver, hein. Eu sou mó gente boa, pô. Mó gente boa. Por que você vai me seguir, brother? Fiz nada com você. Nightingale, oh, Nightingale. Confia. Ah. Confia, pô. Confia. Vai dar tudo certo. Vai dar tudo certo, pô. Aí, ó. Oh my God. Meu Deus do céu, falei. Lascou. Ui!
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
É, mas eu não fico usando toda hora, né?
You can can see them too?
Hell, of course I see him. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Mas eu tenho poucos, né?
I lost my gun back there.
Ah, tem como pegar ele?
Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
Eu tenho um passo. Mano, miserável. Ué, mano, tô sem... Ah, tá, beleza, entendi. Não é pra mim... Não é pra mim atirar, não. Eu tô até sem munição. Ah, mano. Beleza, só depois daqui é pra me gastar mesmo. Tá aqui pra me gastar. Ele tentou me matar. Morri. Siga o sequestrador. Nem sabe se é o sequestrador, pô.
Lover's Peak, right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Ai, meu Deus.
No can do, Wake.
Ué, por que não?
Give me the gun.
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Ok, pode vir.
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
E agora vai dar ruim.
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Bora, 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 bora. Show de bola. Vem, vem.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
Precisava demais.
They'll be on us soon.
Ok, me preparar como?
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more players here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun. They're coming.
That's not how this goes.
I feel that, huh? Isso. I'm on my way. Morreu. Mata ele, fi. Boa, moleque. Isso, arrebenta ele. Beleza, pô. Ih, acabou. Ih, lascou-se. Lascou. Aí, se você me desse uma arma... Ui, caraca, o grandão aqui, velho. O cara é grandão, velho. Ah, mano. Ah. Pô, você não sabe se esquivar de machado voando, não, pô? Nunca treinou isso em casa, hã?
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
Get me the goddamn gun! Tá, vou tentar aqui primeiro. Rebenta? Rebenta, meu filho. Você não ajudar nós. Complicado, hein? Ui. Ah! Burro, jumito. Pô, cara. O outro também não ajuda não, pô. O outro também não ajuda não. Muito ruim de tiro. Ai, desgra... Tá. Beleza, pelo menos agora na minha cabeça tá certinho quando que vai vir em cada leva. Isso que é importante. Eu saber que vai vir um, a leva que vem os caras dali de cima e a leva que vai vir o cara grandão. Agora é só você fazer o seu trabalho. Pô, mano, tu anda com essas foices aonde você consegue? Eita. Vai, meu filho, eu tô sem arma. Você me ajudar? Fica falando aí blá 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 que não sei o que. Sabe trabalhar não. Tu é burro pra cara, tu é muito ruim, mano. Aí. Mata um pelo menos. Pra não ficar todos em cima de mim. Tenta fazer isso aí pelo menos, pô. Tenta. O jumento. Ah, mano, que raiva me dá quando... Tipo assim, quando o jogo ele faz isso. Ele fala tipo assim, ó. Você ganhar ou não... Aí, ó, esse que é o lance, tá ligado? Os caras vêm tudo pra cima de mim. Aqui, meu filho, faz alguma coisa com esses caras aqui, pelo amor de Deus. Pelo amor de Deus. Eu vim pra cima de mim, cara. Pelo amor de Deus. Mata ele, cara. Meu Deus, eu não mata nenhum. Pelo amor de Deus, meu Deus do céu. Eu vou morrer, pô. Vou morrer. Sai daqui, que ele é burro. Sai daqui que ele é ruim. Meu Deus, atira nele, pelo amor de Deus. Atira nele, meu amor. Meu filho. Ah. Tem mais? Ah, não. Ah, até que enfim.
Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her now.
Nossa. Morreu. É, fi, agora eu tô com a Gun. Agora a Gun tá comigo. I got a gun.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Do you hear me?
And he wanted the manuscript because he thought
Come
it
back
had some
here.
magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Tem alguma coisa aqui, ó. É, deve ser uma caixinha, né? Aí. Achado não é roubado, fi. Quem roubou, quem deixou que é chá. Isso aí, relaxado. Isso é muito bom mesmo. Very good. Very good, man. Ih. Olha como que ele anda. Ele anda escorregando pro lado. Alan Wake. Alan Wake. Você tá brincando, hein, Alan Wake? Alan Wake. E galera, vai no cara, pô. Vem em mim não, pô. Ih, caraca. Foi mal, não era isso que eu queria. Caraca, moleque. Os caras botam até armadilha, pô. You would play for me? You would play with me? You would play with me? Not possible. Ei, sai fora. Ei, sai fora. Se dá trap. Um monte de trap. E... um monte de trap. Anda todo esquisito, hein, Alan Wake. E... beleza, quase morri. Mas tá tudo bem. Quase morri, mas graças a Deus deu tudo certo. E... Não, mano. Pô, bro, na moral, gastei os dois. Ah, tem mais um aqui. Não! Ai, cara, que eu tô fazendo... Ai, fazendo besteira. Já fiz besteira. É o L1, pô. Vou cair aqui, vou morrer. Eita! Ui, 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 ui. Ô, doidão, tu é touro agora? Morreu. Toma! Pegar a munição de devolve. Deixa eu ver aqui.
One desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up.
Nossa.
That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Foi quando ele ouviu a chainsaw. Aí me quebra, fi. O maluco vai vir com uma chainsaw. A tal da moto. Moto com serra. Aí não, hein. Não tem necessidade disso, não. Não tem necessidade de uma motosserra, não, pô. Já tá bom demais. Sem motosserra, pô. Sério. Sério, pô. Pra quê? Pra que a motosserra? Hã? Hã? Tem pra quê não? Tem não.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here. But it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Pô, será que tem alguma coisa aqui? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Tem um treasure aqui, meu filho. E... que é isso? Ué. Eu imaginei que isso fosse acontecer. Sinceramente, eu imaginei que isso fosse acontecer. Opa. Oh. Opa. Não, fi. Tá. Beleza. É só isso? Ok. Alright. Sai fora, hein, rapaz. Me deixa em paz, hein, rapaz. Segura então. Tome-lhe. Tome-lhe, Jones. Pensando o que ali, Jones? Ah, mano, mas cara, pelo amor de Deus. Ai, ai, não tem como. Ai, meu Deus. Ai, 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 ai. Sai daí! Desgraça! Ai, meu Deus. Caraca, muito cara, velho. Vai todo mundo de ralo, então. Pô, se eu não fosse jumento... Se eu não fosse burro, acho que até conseguiria. Vai na direção da luz, mano. E o medo de ter alguém? Esse barulho, essa barulheira aí que não me ajuda. Opa. Acho que deu bom, hein? Ih, caraca! Não tinha visto o cara ali, pô. Ui. Eu tomei um susto com o cara ali, mano. Pô, pra 2011 essa água tá boa, hein? Ih, caraca. Morri. Nossa, não veio aqui. Oxi. Beleza. Ok. Essas manchas escuras fazem o que, cara? Tá vendo? O que elas fazem? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. You tell me. Beleza, quando eu não foco, eu não gasto pilha. This is good. Isso é bom.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Vamos subir mais? Vamos. Morri, boa. Good. Good, man. Good. Eita.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Garrafinha de café. Eles podem ser da sombra, né? Mas café eles bebem. Café. Ixi. Colé, meu filho. Colé. The darkness with her face. Eles têm tudo suas falinhas, né? Todos eles têm as falas dele, né? Não joga quieto, não. Joga falando. Beleza. Ué. Ah, tá por aqui, ó. E colé, doidão. Colé, doidão. Pra cá. Eita, 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 eita. Colé, doidão. Você tá louco, meu irmão? Meu Deus, Alan, vapo. Minha pilha acabou. Meio que recarrega, né? Pô, mano, tinha outra estrada pra ali. Dali vai pra onde? Provavelmente é algum item, né? Tem nada aqui. Nada. Tem nada. E a canela fica como? A luz lá em cima, mano. Normalmente luz é coisa boa, né? E... Eu desconfio. Campgrounds. Ih, galera. SUS, hein? Ih! Lascou-se. Morreu? Morreu nada, rapaziada. Ah, motosserres. Esperava mais de senhor, hein? Na moral, com todo respeito. Esperava mais. O senhor me decepcionou. Aí chega assim, achou que eu tava brincando? Aí ele volta. Faz igual o Regenerator. A segunda fase lá do Regenerator lá. Explode e depois volta. Vê se pode um negócio desse, rapaz. Isso não se faz. Ih, tô me ligando essa hora.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden.
Sim.
I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Pra você que não tá ligado, quando ele fala assim, estão dando uma de Hitchcock, é porque o Hitchcock ele fez um filme, né? Eu esqueci o nome do filme, mas era um filme muito famoso assim dele. E os pássaros ficam doidos atacando os outros. Referências. Ixi. Luz. Câmera. S1. Luz, câmera, S1.
Get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Então, vamos embora? O tiro daria certo, hein? Vou ser bem sincero. O tiro daria certo. Será que vai ser fácil assim? Só encontrar a chave? Opa! Completamos o... Pelo menos do capítulo... Ah, ué. Ah, não deve ser não, então. Deve ser um troféu de... Pegue tantos manuscritos. Deve ser.
I had to find the key to the garage.
Opa, achei.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
De novo ele tá vendo ele. Ih, qual é, doidão? Assim não, hein? Saindo do banheiro, foi mal. Foi mal, tava te atrapalhando, né? Te atrapalhei, né, mano? Foi mal, foi mal, foi mal. Ficou bolado, ficou bolado. Realmente a gente não se faz um negócio desse não, com um cara fazendo essa necessidade não, pô. Realmente é sacanagem. Bora, destranca. Pega o carro, a carcan. Vamos dirigir de verdade? Oh my god. Vem, pô. É pra onde? Boa. Acho que é pra cá, né? Sobe. Pra cá, beleza. Tô ligado, tô lembrado aqui. Sabe o que isso aqui me lembrou, cara? Agora sim, do nada. Isso me lembrou. Ih, mano, deu ruim aqui.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Não! Não quero usar a pistola sinalizadora aqui agora. Eita! Nossa, como que ele esquiva? Caraca, esquiva diferenciado, hein? Oh, esquiva dos dois, meu filho. Você é maluco? E olha lá, nem sabia que tinha uma luz aqui. Se eu soubesse, eu não tinha trocado tiro com esses caras, não. Calma aí, filho.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, yes, I get you.
Ah, mano, fica na tua. Tá, não é aqui não. Deve estar ali, ó. Eu não tô brincando não, galera. Vou tacar a lanterna na cara de vocês, hein. Vocês estão pensando o quê? Que é brincadeira? Que a vida é brincadeira? Não é não, parceiro. Não é brincadeira não, a vida não, hein. Ih! Rapaz, tem bastante pássaro mesmo, hein. Caraca, galera. Deu ruim. Assim não dá, hein. Assim não dá. Tem muito pássaro. Caraca, os caras são da sombra. Gosta de pichar as coisas com luz. Ô, galera. Ih, rapaz, o eclipse, rapaz. Eita, rapaz, deu ruim. Open the door, man. Como que eu faço pra salvar ele dos pássaros? Ixi. Vem, pô. Vem, pô. Eu sou um machão. Vem, pô. Ui. Morreu? Taca fogo, taca fogo. Caraca. Serpilha, fi. Caraca, galera. Hitchcock purinho. Por embora não, mas tudo bem. Abre a porta, meu filho. Abre a porta. Abre a porta.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Caraca.
Buried to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back.
E não guarda luz também não?
For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Tu é ruim, hein?
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day.
E...
Come back soon. Well,
E...
Good girl.
Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
Good girl.
How the hell
I
did you
found
get
them.
the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer. I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Olha como o cara anda. Cheio das poses. Anda descolado ele. Ó. Ou tá cagado. Um dos dois.
Oi, amor. It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Será que eu sou doido? Não. Sou nada não.
This here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
Mano, é da tua conta não, tá ligado? Tá ligado? Eu te chamei pra te falar o que é o assunto. Tô te vendo aí, moça.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Não parece não.
You have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes.
Passa.
Yes. Please come in.
Não, pega lá e me traz. Não entra não. Ah.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose.
Yes.
My manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry.
Se você falar um pouquinho mais rápido, me ajuda.
Yeah, hey Al. Al, what's... Oh...
Barry.
Deu ruim.
What?
Deu ruim. Ah, sem querer eu coloquei um sonífero.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Spillane!
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper. For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes. This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I've lost contact with person men you assigned to me. It's Blake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, this guy, he wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. Jake, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
could see the lights of the radio station in the distance. I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light. There was no power to the searchlight. It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
One, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
hoped Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that, compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm gonna see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.